Hello, I'm Peter Hopkins with United Infrared. Well, folks, I'm a level 3 thermographer and been doing this for 15 years, but by no means an expert like some of the guys out there. But we're going to give you kind of a little introduction to the new Fotric 348A camera we just got our hands on, and we have an inventory coming. I have to tell you, my initial impressions are pretty good about this amazing piece of equipment. And I'm going to give you a little insight on some of the operation and use of this camera, so stay tuned. So as discussed, some of the main applications is commercial roofing and electrical. And so for that, I'm going to take you out to our mobile training center. We have a training center that we use for our company that we go out in the field. We've worked with various companies like the Carpenters Union and building inspectors across the nation. This trailer has done a lot of miles coast to coast. But we have it here at our office in California currently. And so we have some demonstrations of commercial roofing and some electrical that I can show you how the Fotric 348A was applicable and how it can be used. Obviously, if I had a job scheduled, I would take it out right now. I'm ready. So hopefully you'll see some insights on how you can implement the Fotric 348A into your business.
Well, it's a beautiful day here in Southern California. We're going to go in the United Infrared Mobile Training Unit. I'll give you a quick intro and then we'll show you more of the opportunities with the Fotric 348A. So this is our mobile training center, just starting off at the front. This is where we do our temperature screening demonstrations. You can see we have a couple of models set up. And then as we go through the trailer, kind of give you the long view, a lot of stuff in here. This is our building inspection section where we have residential moisture or commercial. And then we have a commercial roofing setup. You can kind of see the displays of what you're looking for.
So I think if you talk to any thermographer who's been successful out there, they're going to tell you there's two main areas where money is in thermal imaging, and that is in electrical, and that's because of the repeat business that occurs with that, and also commercial roofing. So these are two applications that we specialize in as well with United Infrared and training thermographers to be successful. We're going to show you some examples with the Fotric 348 using that. But main thing is understanding really what it's doing and stuff. There's a lot of principles you'll learn in your level 1 thermography when you do get trained in this profession. I'm going to show you some examples initially using it for leak detection, which actually has been a large amount of money that I've made in my company specializing in leak detection. And also energy audits. Having been a building inspector for 25 years now, I can tell you I've done a few inspections. And a lot of the new construction, which is about 10% of my business, majority of them will elect to have me do an energy audit, and that's basically doing an installation verification, making sure that the builder did what he was supposed to in putting the installation. So I'm going to show you kind of how this tool works with installation verification and how it might help you. Okay, we're using the new Fotric 348 in the identification for leak detection. So what I want to show you here is we've got an example here in the ceiling. I can tell you just an experience, this is missing insulation. I've used a moisture meter to validate. Currently have a rainy day outside, but I know for a fact this area is active moisture that's dripping in the ceiling. And so if you kind of see, you'll see a laser on the ceiling. This is kind of where we're looking at right now. I'm going to go ahead and place a piece of tape. You'll have to bear with me on the filming. If you can still see what I'm doing, I'm going to put a piece of tape on the ceiling where that wet area is. And then I'll kind of put a little mark on it so that you'll get to see the location where that problem is. So we have an X on the ceiling. Let's see if you can still see that. Yes, you can in your upper left. So now what we're going to do is I will put a moisture meter on that to show you the difference. So in this case, you can see the ceiling, and when I put a moisture meter on it, let's go ahead and turn that on. That helps. Put a moisture meter on it. Now, if you see the ceiling, if I move the meter away, the sound went off. Go back to it. So just shows you the effect and what you can see with the Fotric 348A when it comes to leak detection.
We'll demonstrate various infrared cameras. We have a medical veterinary section, and then we also have test equipment that'll be set up here so when we're on the road doing displays. Currently, we were just recently doing a Zoom class on sewer inspection. So inside we have a sewer pipe where we can do demonstrations with sewer cameras, and then obviously the various types of pipe. We have a mechanical section, our plumbing area, building envelope where you can see where missing insulation, demonstrations. And then of course, we have our electrical section where we can demonstrate IR windows. We can actually do load readings. This is a live panel that actually feeds the equipment, and we ran some of the circuits so people can do various testing and see what like an ultrasound port is, how the bus would work, and we have demonstrated hotspots within these areas that you can see with the infrared camera. Here is where an instructor, so when we do on-site displays, we can do training with customers and run PowerPoint presentations. The students can actually be in the trailer and then go from there. So hopefully this gives you a little insight. We'll look a little bit more on the Fotric 348.
Well, I hope you enjoyed a few applications that we've had with the camera and demonstrations to help you make the best decision for your company. And if you are to utilize the Fotric 348A, this is a newer product on the market at a great price, and we have some special incentives at United Infrared by purchasing with us. And you get the experience-based thermographers approach. We're going to help you understand how this can help you and is it the right tool for your business. Obviously, we sell a lot of different cameras, and you have to make the choice for the one that works best for you. Everybody drives a different car out there, and obviously for different reasons. One person likes one brand over another, and we want to leave that simply up to you. We're just simply telling you some of the tools that are used in this business, and ultimately you can make that. Now, many times I've used a statement like, you know, as far as when purchasing equipment, you want the most resolution for the best price. And a lot of times, a lot of the manufacturers are very similar pricing when it comes to resolution, like cameras. You know, back when I started, a 160 by 120 resolution was considered a good product. And now, you know, over years ago, it was a 320. And then we've kind of come up with a mid resolution in the 480 resolution. And now 640 is kind of where the future is probably going. If you own a 1K camera, you're special. You've made some money in this profession, but you're looking at investing about 40 grand for a camera of that resolution. So the 640 cameras, to see a $10,000 price range is pretty amazing. And so I think that you'll appreciate some of the benefits that this camera has. And if it works for you, ultimately you have to make that decision. But hopefully I gave you some insight. Any questions, you can give our office a back. 888-722-6447, and that's 888-SCAN-4.